Alright, time for the next big post-game boss. It's Rumi, Erina's owner, and boy oh boy. Also, our bunny amulet power increased. But you might notice that Rumi's health bar has stars by it, as opposed to everybody else's health bar, which has never had stars around it. And that's because each of those stars is another health bar. Yep, she has that many health bars. Although that said, you can see that this health bar is going down pretty fast. So, it's not like she's as tough as most characters. Also, on top of that, like, most of her attacks aren't really that difficult to avoid. Indeed, a lot of them involve this jumping mechanic, where whenever you're on the ground, sometimes bullets will exist, and whenever you're in the air, sometimes they won't. This affects a lot of her attacks, though not necessarily this one. Honestly, with all this considered, this entire section is an endurance match. Endurance from all the bosses that you've had to refight, endurance from Rumi's, like, 6 health bars. Maybe it's 7 health bars. If you can keep yourself going, you've got it. That's one of the reasons why I grabbed the Rumi cakes. Man, oh man, you're gonna need those. Alright, we're nearly down to the end of this health bar. Alright, so as you can see, she's using her little effect there to stay alive at 1 health. She'll be doing that for a while until this attack is over, at least. You can always just keep attacking her anyway, or maybe just use a green magic, because, you know, health recovery, I guess. Alright, so now, every time you defeat one of her health bars, we're gonna go into one of these, a shooter segment. And you don't need to bring down her health bar in this shooter segment. It's timed. It's pretty much all scripted for when she'll get out of it. But it can give you some solid free damage before everything is said and done. Also, I think I'm going to use this move. Also, the game is slowing down a lot. I'm not really sure why. I guess the computer just can't handle all the visual effects. Okay, now she has a thing called 99 Reflect. Whenever you do a strict 99 damage or more, well, she's gonna reflect that damage back at you, basically. It's really dangerous. But yeah, the red magic can get around this with the fact that it does a lot of, you know, small numbers in damage. Also, it's over now, so we can just attack her freely again. Let's get some lasers going on here. Right. Okay, so for this part, 2 of the laser rays will be activated whenever you're jumping, and 2 of them will not be activated whenever you're jumping. Oh my gosh, I just can't seem to get that right, can I? There we go. Alright, cool. We got it. Okay. So yeah, once again, some of these exist whenever you're jumping, others do not. Oh, I got confused. Alright. Second health bar is almost down. Now, fortunately, every time you do take down one of her health bars, it does basically give you some extra health for it. Ah, darn it. Thought I was gonna slide through there all slick-like. Alright, here we go. Time for this again. And yeah, she is going to have a 99 reflect again whenever the next phase starts, essentially. So we're going to want to use the red magic again whenever that happens. Oh, okay, so yeah, sometimes whenever you use the purple magic on an opponent a lot, they'll eventually get the null slow effect, so that they nullify your slow from the purple magic. Oh, right. Messed that one up a little bit. All right. And yeah, no more Reflect 99, so don't have to worry about all that stuff anymore. Right, so the purple horizontal waves you can jump through. And the big, massive bullets you can also jump through. But the rainbow vertical way or horizontal waves you cannot jump through, so you gotta time it correctly. Like that. Okay, this move is a little bit difficult to avoid. So the beams are going to slide back and forth. And right now, they're not too difficult to dodge. You can just walk back and forth with them. But around this point, they get to the area where they're moving too fast for you to actually follow on foot. So you have to jump through them. But of course, if you're on the ground, they'll still be able to hit you. So you gotta be careful about it. On like even harder difficulties, it gets completely ridiculous. Alright, here we go. Time for this again. Purple power. Yeah, every time you get rid of her health bar, this section becomes more and more difficult. She's going to be adding more bullets and bullet types all over the place. No real explanation is given as to how Erina can fly all of a sudden without the help of the other fairies. But that's okay, it's cool enough anyway. Who cares if you got the rule of cool on your side? Alright, here we go. 99 reflect, yep, there it is. Alright, which move is this now? Oh yeah, right, it's this move. It's not too difficult to avoid. You just have to jump at the appropriate time. Of course, then purple shots get involved, and those exist whenever you're jumping. And there we go. 99 reflect gone. Time to attack. Oh. She just casually walks away while I'm buddy striking her. So there is this move. You can jump through these beams, but for the most part, it's not particularly necessary. At least not right now. They're not in close enough proximity to each other to really be damaging like that. Okay, here we go. Apparently, instead of being psychic, Rumi was at one point in development supposed to be, like, really good at using runes or something. And so that's probably what the little flower things around her were going to be. These days, though, there is no explanation for the flowers as far as I'm aware. Oh. Alright. This health bar is gone now. So as soon as this attack is over, you're good. Also, for some reason, the attack decided to not go over you. Oh, never mind. Here it comes. Yeah, okay, that just happened. Alright, let's start this up. She doesn't have much left to go. Oh, jeez. And if you can believe it, even after all this, we're still not done. I mean, obviously, you can see that there's still another star in our health bar, so... clearly, we're not done yet. Oh. I may need to use a health recovery item soon. It's a good thing that actually avoiding her attacks isn't that difficult due to how long the battle is in general. I don't know, the health recovery that they gave me will be fine. So yeah, if I jumped, there'd be a ton of stuff going on in the background, but I don't particularly need to jump, so that's okay. He just looked so silly in slow motion. Oh! Ah, still got hit. Miss. Darn it, Rumi, you're jumping too much. Oh, that's bad. There we go. Oh, okay. Very good. So yeah, this one isn't too difficult to dodge either. It's kind of like I said, most of her attacks aren't really that difficult to avoid. The only difficulty in this battle is just for how long it goes! Rumi refuses to fall! Come on, Rumi, how can you refuse your rabbit? You're being a terrible pet owner right now, you know. Or perhaps a terrible mom, depending on the, you know, interpretation of the scenario now that Erina is basically human. That was always kind of a weird thing to me, how Rumi said at the end of the game that she considered Erina to be like a sister to her, when, I mean, shouldn't Erina be like her daughter instead? Because, I mean, that's how I would see a former pet anyway. Because you don't typically take care of younger siblings, like, to that extent anyway. Unless I suppose something severe has happened. Alright, here we go. Time for the super move. Oh boy. Oh, okay, something hit. Oh, I guess it was that one that was moving straight towards me that hit me. Yeah, that's how that works. Got a little bit trapped there. I suppose that is what the bunny amulet is for. We did get another use of it after all. And I haven't been using it at all this entire time. In fact, we got another use of it, and we got the ability to for it to recharge even faster than normal. So if I am going to use it, it's probably going to be here. This is one of the harder attacks that she can use. Oh. Oh! Did I activate the 99? Somehow? Yeah. I guess one of my attacks actually did 100 damage to her. That's surprising. Wow, yeah, they're starting to do over 100. That's bad for me. Whenever she has the Reflect 99 on. Either way, this is her last health bar. It's down to the wire. Except not really, because I have like half my health left. Is this where Rumi shows off her true power? Sorta. Alright, which move is this again? Oh, it's this move, okay. This move isn't too bad. So yeah, two of them are going to, you know, two sets of shots are on the ground, two sets of shots are only in the air. Yeah, I'm gonna need to jump through. Oh, okay. I always have a hard time seeing the somewhat transparent shots. So that's why I typically just stay on the ground a lot for these moves. Because if I can't perfectly see what I'm going to be jumping into, then it's best to probably just not jump at all. She's almost down. There we go, the moment this attack ends, we got it! Oh, something hit me there. Maybe I should have slid. Oh. Okay. Well, I can always just do this. Oh. And she's done. SSS.